Akash Lodia proudly presents the Ghazal Maestro Padma Shri Pankaj Udhas live in concert at the prestigious Sydney Opera House.
Hello, Adab, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, and Kemcho. Today, we are talking to a personality that we have known for over 40 years, one that has recorded over 60 albums. I am talking about the Ghazal Maestro, the man with the velvety voice, easily considered to be India's most prominent, revered, and recognizable artist, a musical icon to millions of people around the world. I am talking none other than Padam Shri Ghazal Maestro Pankaj Udhas ji. Thank you so much for talking to us, Pankaj ji.
Namaste, Lokesh, and my namaste to every Indian down under, Pakistani, Afghanistani, and Bangladeshi, Sri Lankan brothers, everybody. My namaskar to everybody.
Thank you, Pankaj ji. We are very excited about your concert at the Sydney Opera House in September. 40 years.
Yes.
What can all the people expect? All the people that are flying in from all around the world, what can they expect?
Yes, I'm. You'll be surprised, but I've got messages that people are flying from England, some people are flying from US, some people are coming in from India. So I think it's going to be it's going to be an exciting evening. What I am planning to present in the concert is the entire journey of 40 years. Let people see what I've done in 40 years.
Wow.
So I've divided this concert in a presentation which has 4 decades. So I am talking about the first decade, then the second, then the third, and the fourth. And in that, I am taking the songs which became prominent during that particular decade, what all I did during that decade, what experiences, good, bad, whatever, and also musically what I did in those 10 years. So I'm talking about I'm really, actually, I'm going to take people through the entire journey of 40 years along with me. And I'm going to showcase an evening where people would really, for that 2.5, 3 hours, people will travel with me through those 40 years.
That sounds like a fabulous concert. Fabulous.
Great. Thank you.
I don't know if you remember your Enmore concert. This was in Sydney maybe 10 years ago. And the audience carried you out of that auditorium. I have never seen that happen.
No, but that's see, I every morning when I wake up, I fold my hands and I thank God as a musician that I'm so blessed to get so much of love and affection from people all over the world. It's very difficult to get this kind of love and affection.
आपका ऑस्ट्रेलिया साथ एक special bond है. You visited us a few times, but there's also a couple of videos that you shot. What is your bond with Australia? Tell us.
You know, एक कमाल है कि डेस्टिनी कहिए, पता नहीं इसे क्या कहेंगे, लेकिन मुझे याद है कि ये एक गाना मेरा आज भी पूरी दुनिया में बहुत ही मशहूर है, और आहिस्ता कीजिए बातें धड़कने कोई सुन रहा होगा. अब वो गाना जब हमने रिकॉर्ड किया तो जो म्यूजिक लेबल है उसने कहा कि इस गाने का हमें वीडियो बनाना है. तो एक बहुत ही काबिल, जिसको कहें वेरी टैलेंटेड टीम ऑफ वीडियो डायरेक्टर्स, राधिका राव और विनय सप्रू, ये दोनों और मैं, हम तीनों बैठे हुए हैं. और मैंने कहा कि ये गाने, इनफैक्ट राधिका आस्क्ड मी कि व्हाट आर यू ट्राइंग टू कन्वे थ्रू दिस सॉन्ग. सो मैंने कहा कि ये गाने, the essence of the lyrics, the poetry is that love is universal. It has no language. That's what it is. I said मैंने एक बहुत मशहूर शेर एक बहुत बड़े शायर थे हफीज जलंधरी, तो उनका एक बहुत मशहूर शेर मैंने कोट किया। मैंने कहा कि हफीज साहब ने कहा था कि हफीज अपनी बोली मोहब्बत की बोली, न हिंदी न उर्दू न हिंदुस्तानी। What he said in this
Wow.
is that हमारी जो बोली है, हमारी जो भाषा है, वो मोहब्बत की भाषा है। न वो
Wow.
हिंदी है, न वो उर्दू है, न इंग्लिश है, न कुछ है, वो मोहब्बत की भाषा है।
And
So
it,
Radhika caught on to this,
right.
and she in about next 3-4 days she came up with this entire storyboard, and she said, okay, I want to do a video whereby the girl is from India and the boy is uh, from another country, and they still fall in love, and they are happy together at the end of it.
And they transcend
They cannot,
cultures.
they transcend cultures and they transcend everything, caste, creed, color, everything. So
But
then
आपने
came the
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
question
क्यों,
as to,
sorry.
so then came the question that where do we shoot it? So I don't know why, just see the destiny. I'm just saying that the connection of destiny connection कहिए, karmic connection कहिए, जो भी कहें, कि Radhika told me कि Pankaj, we should shoot this in Australia because I am fascinated by Sydney Opera House. And she said, I want in at least 2 or 3 scenes, I want the camera to pan and go on Sydney Opera House because I want to show that. So I said, Radhika, that there is no logic. I mean, why are you saying that? She said, no, you just wait and see how we do it. So I said, okay, if it's convenient for you and if you're okay with that. And mind you, I mean, she created a video which is even today, after 20 plus years, even today, that video is one of the most popular videos. And it has, as you said, it has transcended over a period of over generations. Because आज से 20 साल पहले जो जनरेशन था, उसके बाद का जनरेशन, आज का जनरेशन भी वो गाना सुन रहा है और वो वीडियो देख रहा है. And then obviously, second most popular song of mine, which is Chandi Jaisa Rang Hai Tera.
Yes.
We shot it in the metro and in your local metro train. So it was very interesting. And this is how, I mean, it was very spontaneous that we shoot it in Australia, and it worked out wonderfully well. Ji.
Let's talk about Chitty Aayi Hai. Such a poignant ghazal. It strikes a chord with all of the Indians abroad. What was going on in your mind when you were singing this in the movie?
Chitty Aayi Hai is certainly an iconic song, and if I start talking about Chitty Aayi Hai, I can talk for hours together. And Chitty Aayi Hai has so many stories attached to it. So, but Chitty Aayi Hai is a song which will never be made again, I'm sure, because it's something which, it was a song which just happened. I mean, we had never thought that we could create something like this. The song was composed by Lakshmikant Pyarelal, and the film was Naam, which was directed by Mahesh Bhatt Saab. The song was recorded live in the studio, and I still remember that when I sat down for rehearsals, etc., after a couple of rehearsals and all, we decided to go for the final take, and I sat down to sing. Now, this, as you know the song, this song is a very long song because it has 3 verses. The first verse is little a smaller, then the second verse gets bigger, and the third verse is very big. So 3 verses. And generally to sing these 3 verses in one go in a recording is not easy, because here we are talking about perfection. So you can't go wrong even for one word or for one beat or anything. But just imagine that I started singing this song and something took over, and I don't know what happened. But I sang this song in one go, from start to finish. And when I finished, I was waiting that Lakshmikanji, because he was on the other side in the mixing room, so listening to the song. So I thought that Lakshmikanji would just tell me now. I just sang the whole song in one go.
You've had a long career, 40 years. What is your most cherished achievement? Something that you're most proud of, something that could have been very difficult.
I personally feel that for a musician, uh, challenges never stop at any stage. I feel that I have done work in my life where I have faced challenges all through, from the beginning till now. And I have loved doing challenging work, because I feel that that's what gives you the satisfaction of doing something which you can cherish forever. Like, for example, I had done one album called Rubai. Now, Rubai is an album which is an amalgamation of the famous, I think, 17th century poet or 18th century poet, Omar Khayyam from Iran. And I had mixed his poetry along with the contemporary Indian poets, which is something never heard of. But at the end of the day, when we recorded the album and we released the album, I realized that it was one of the most satisfying work that I've ever done in my life. And I realized, launched that album. So when we launched that album, I was skeptical whether people would like it or not. But today, in my entire career, that is one album that remains a milestone in my life. And even today, people request me for numbers from Rubai, because it was something phenomenal that was created. So there are so many albums, there are so many moments that you can cherish forever. For example, my performance at the Royal Albert Hall, where I sang Chandi Jaisa Rang Hai Tera for the first time. And I had never thought that Chandi Jaisa Rang will become such a rage. So, same way, I'm looking forward that when we do the Sydney Opera House concert, I'm preparing at least 2 or 3 new numbers, especially for Sydney Opera House, which I've never heard before. So
That would be
I'm
amazing.
hoping that, like Chandi Jaisa, those numbers will become popular as part of Sydney Opera House concert.
Pankaj ji, I must say, आपकी एक गजल है, it's quite old, दीवारों से मिलकर हमें रोना अच्छा लगता है. I know the background behind that, but I really like the ghazal. It is amazing. It's
Thank you.
Very, very amazingly sung.
Thank you.
Pankaj ji, आखिर में कोई message Indian Down Under के जो viewers हैं उनके लिए?
The message is that though you all are far from us, but you stay in our hearts, you live in our hearts. And as I said earlier, as you said earlier, that I have a special place for Australia. I have been coming there for many years now. And I look forward to this trip, this tour also, this concert tour also. But most important, that I feel that music binds everybody, music makes everyone come together. And I hope that I can contribute in that direction, that bring everyone together. And obviously, I would like to thank them. This is a great opportunity to thank them. As you said, that they carried me out of the auditorium. Thank them for their tremendous love and affection, which I've always got.
Sounds like an amazing concert. And Pankaj ji, can I trouble you? अगर कोई एक दो कोई शेर कोई कुछ कुछ भी जो आपका दिल करे।
आप कहें तो बिकॉज आप कहें तो चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, दो लाइनें सुना देता हूँ।
जो आपकी चाहते गजल
जी,
है।
नहीं, बिकॉज आई फील के
ओ वाओ,
चिट्ठी आई है गाऊंगा तो मैं सबको थोड़ा इमोशनल करूंगा, तो मैं उसके बदले चांदी जैसा रंग सुनाता हूँ।
आप कुछ भी सुना दें, it'll always live in our hearts.
चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, सोने जैसे बाल, चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, सोने जैसे बाल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल।
वाह वाह,
एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल।
thank you Pankaj ji. It's been an honor to spend almost half an hour with you. I hope we get a chance to hear you at the Sydney Opera House with all the COVID things. I hope you stay well, and we look forward
Thank
to
you.
seeing you very soon.
Such a pleasure, Lokesh, talking to you. And once again, my namaskar and my thanks to everybody who's watching this show or who's going to watch this show or uh, uh, see this show. But I would certainly look forward to seeing all of you there at the Opera House.
Thank you,
I'm
Pankaj ji.
really
Thank you
looking
so
forward.
much.
Thank you, Lokesh. Thank you.